Hey everybody, it's your girl Tendai the Hair Whisperer once again back for another exciting edition of Texture Talk Live. You guys know when we get on here, first of all, make sure you have your water because we're not talking today if y'all don't have your water. And if you don't, let me know where you're tuning in from. And also, you got to say, my natural is my natural. Let's say it with some authority. Today, I want y'all to do it in all caps. My natural is my natural. Let them know what time it is. Hey guys, I missed you all. It's always such a long wait until Wednesday, but we are here nonetheless. This is Tendai the Hair Whisperer tuning in to you live from St. Louis, Missouri, and we had a warm day. I wish I had some music. Some Barry White, dun, 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 something like that, you know. I just have my theme music all the time. It's so good to see you guys. So make sure you guys let me know where you're tuning in from, and also type in my natural is my natural. Natural. I see people jumping on. Hey, my natural is my natural from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Tulsa is in the building. You guys see that? Welcome, Debbie Hunt. You are our first one to type it in. So that's what's up. Let me see who else is coming on here. Let me see. Guys, we have some fantastic things to talk about. Looks like we've got another person just joined us. Dorothy Irvin. She says, my natural is my natural from Poconos, Pennsylvania. Poconos. Welcome. I can't see. Crystal Garrett, but you know what? You follow instructions. She typed it in all caps, just like I said, because she meant that. Yes, thank you so much. Crystal Garrett, she says, my natural is my natural. STL, baby, that's right. How y'all doing? And also Barbara Gumming, she says, my natural is my natural. Jacksonville, Florida. Yes, indeed. I am so glad to have you guys here once again. We have some things to talk about. Yes, we do. Natasha Swanson. I see you. I was about to say Swanson. That ain't right. I don't know what's wrong with me today, but I guess it's the weather. It's getting warmer outside, and I can't tell you how excited I am. And if you have stayed the course through these cold months, or if you live in a warm climate already, we'll just give you guys some applause. But this is for my people who live in those areas where we get disrespectful cold weather. And if you've made it through those months and you did not jump off the bandwagon and fall victim to the tricks during those cold periods, special round of applause to you, because it's very difficult, very difficult during that time season to stay the course a lot of times, because so many people, they just feel like it's never going to end. Hey, my brother, that's my brother on there. I got some special information for you guys. Elisa Monday and Shoemake. She says, my natural is my natural from Kansas City. Shout out to you, girlfriend. Hey. And then my brother, Leonardo, he's in the business building. Hey, my brother. That's my brother. So check it out, y'all. I got some exciting news to share with you guys. But first, let's get some business out of the way. You guys are here for Texture Talk, so that's a wonderful thing. This past weekend, we were actually in Baltimore, Maryland. And I want to show you guys some pictures from Be More. Thank you. Tashina, she says, I love the shape of your hair. Thank you so much. I actually trimmed my hair the other day, so I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And I have used the mask today, and we'll get around to that. It's really bouncy too. See that? Nothing hard, no gel, nothing like that. But we'll talk all about it. We'll talk about it. So I was in Baltimore. I want you guys to see some of the pictures that I had an opportunity to meet a lot of people there in Baltimore. So here are some of the pictures. See that? That is a picture of a young lady on the stage. And I was actually talking to her about her hair, and I was about to do some whisper whip on her. She was so nice to come up on the stage and let me actually whisper whip her hair. We have another picture here. Check that one out. This is when I'm doing texture talk. That's a texture chart. So when you come to one of my shows, you actually get a sheet like that, and it helps people to identify what their texture category is. Let's see if I got some other pictures. This is another young lady that we met at the show. I just thought she was so beautiful. She had done a big chop. Isn't that pretty on her? Beautiful, beautiful people in Baltimore, Maryland. So, yes, I just wanted to definitely share my experiences there and let you guys know that if I am in your city, please, please don't hesitate to come up and say hello. Let's texture talk. Let's definitely, get some Whisper Whip in your hands so you guys can actually try it. Some of the products, it's a wonderful, wonderful thing. But on top of that, I got a uh-oh moment. Check this out. This is crazy. So this is like, oh, so that's when I had my big chop a while back. I'm thinking about cutting it again, guys, but that's just this is a surprise moment for you guys. So while I was away, here's my big news, okay? While I was away, I met these young ladies, right? These two young ladies, well, three, and they were just like, oh my God, we're famous. We did the Family Feud and blah, 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 blah. Now, see, my family, we actually auditioned for the Family Feud almost a year ago. It feels like a year. Maybe it was last summer. But they were telling me what their experience was like and all that, and I was starting to feel some type of way a little bit because we hadn't really got that information back. But guess what? My family was called for the Family Feud. So we're going to be on the Family Feud, guys, videotaping live. So you guys definitely have to tune in. I'll let you guys know when we're going to be on the Family Feud. So, hey, shout out to the Price family. That's the Price family. Those are my three brothers, my sister in the middle, and then me kind of cropped down with the purple shirt on with my peace sign, throwing the peace sign. So, man, I'm so excited. You guys have no idea how excited I am. I can't wait. I made a vow that I'm going to try to get Whisper Whip to Steve so he can use it on his mustache. I'm so excited. So yes. Thank you so much. And you guys watch that too. When we air it live, I'm gonna make sure that I'm in full effect. If y'all think I'm crazy, my family, we have some characters. Okay, so we're gonna have a great time. We're gonna have a wonderful time. Also, guys, another set of big news. My dear friend here from St. Louis, her name is Tish Haynes Keys. Have you guys had a chance to watch The Voice at all? If you haven't, this is the season to watch, okay? This is the season to watch, and I'll tell you why. First of all, my friend Tish Haynes Keys, she is just a super, super sweet person. But, she's been singing around town like a lot of us do. But at the same time, she decided to go for her dream, and she went to The Voice. She got chosen. She went to the rounds, the finals, and all this stuff. And so now she just finished the knockout rounds, which they were supposed to get rid of somebody. She's actually now moving on to the lives. So what I want you guys to do, I told her I'm going to do something special for her, but what I want you guys to do is be sure to download the Voice app, or you can vote through Twitter, but make sure you download the app. All right. And if you guys send me on my personal page on Tendai Robin Morris, this is how you spell my name too, by the way. Tendai Robin Morris on Facebook. Send me just a screenshot of where you have downloaded the app and make sure you guys vote. But I'm going to actually give away some free product to people who have done that. Just follow the instructions. That's a little promo I'm going to help her out with. But I want you guys to look at her. You don't have to vote for her if you don't like her, but I know y'all going to love her. You like good singing, you're going to like Tish, okay? So Tish Haynes Keys is my friend here from St. Louis. Make sure you guys vote for her. Absolutely. So let's get right into this thing. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for the congratulations. Let's get right into what we're talking about today. So the weather's changing. The weather is changing. So now what? I talked to you guys about the weather changing when it was about to get cold. And I told you guys how your hair sheds more and all of that good stuff. So now the weather's changing. It's starting to get more warm. Weather's getting warmer. What do you need to do? Well, let's talk about it. I want to talk about co-washing. How many of you guys are actually familiar with what co-washing is and the benefits of it? A lot of people are not really familiar with the benefits of co-washing. And so they go in doing all these different things, but they don't really understand what they're doing. You know what I mean? Naturally. So I want to talk about what exactly co-washing is. Okay. So Co-washing is essentially washing your hair with conditioner. That's where the word CO is not cold, it's CO, washing. Okay. If you don't have your water, get your water. And we're going to take a sip because, when I start talking, I get my nasal passages start getting all weird and I start coughing, but I'm going to do that. But throw some back for the team. Yes, water. Drink up. It's good for you. All right. So when a lot of people, I don't want to assume that everybody knows what co-washing is. So we have to get down to some of the 101s. All right. Some people don't understand exactly what co-washing is. And again, and why is it beneficial? I run into women. I actually had a woman call me today, and she wanted to know how to use a co-wash. In my sense, I'm going to say whisper whip hydration. And the thing is that she was saying that, well, how can I, here we go. Okay, when you have a dandruff situation, how would you go about washing your hair? This is, listen up, Jacqueline, I was getting ready to talk to you, boo. Not you specifically, but people like you. So this is Jacqueline Cable Watson. She says, okay, when you have a dandruff situation, how would you go about washing your hair? So let's get into it. The thing is that a lot of times people feel like the dandruff in their hair is some kind of singled out situation. So let's break down exactly what dandruff is, what it's doing. And I'm not talking about in some scientific way. I'm talking about what it is. Why do you have it? How did you get it? Now, Jacqueline, this is a question that I ask a lot of people. Have you ever had a relaxer? You can just reply with yes or no. Have you ever had a relaxer? And if you have had a relaxer, when is the last time you had it? Okay, this is getting ready to get real juicy, y'all. So just, yeah. So my question is actually going to lead to part of this whole conversation. The thing is, guys, when we are looking at the whole spectrum of hair, I got to shake out real quick. Got to shake it out because it gets flat on me. But anyway, when we look at the whole spectrum of hair, when I say the whole spectrum, I mean from the straightest texture of hair to the coiliest texture of hair. Very, 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 very coily. Okay. There is a similarity in all of those hair strands. And the similarity is that they all grow from a hair follicle. All right. Stay with me here. They all grow from a hair follicle. With that being said, that hair follicle produces a hair strand. It's either going to produce a straight strand, depending on your DNA. It's going to produce a wavy strand, slightly wavy, depending on your DNA, a S pattern or a Z pattern, depending on your DNA. Okay. Jacqueline, I do see where you answered. Okay. We'll get right back to that. So since that's all similar, what makes us different? The sebum is oil. The oil from your scalp that naturally is produced comes out of your scalp, but it slides down on straight hair naturally. Okay. And it doesn't coil up. It doesn't slide up curly hair because curly hair tends to stand up like mine. All right. So you see women who have this naturally dry hair, and over time it's kind of like, it's just brittle, which is why a lot of people were going to, the relaxers and things like that. But if you think about times in your life, if you've ever had a jerry curl, and that's going way back, if you ever had a jerry curl in your life, what you would notice is that people that were hydrating their scalp and skin, Black people especially, were tending to not have these issues so much. So let's talk about this whole dandruff situation, because a lot of people feel like, well, I have to use a shampoo in order to cleanse my scalp. So I said all of that to get right back around to here. Okay, so Jacqueline says, yes, she's been natural for 3 years. So she's had a relaxer. So let's talk about what happens when we relax our hair. All right. So our hair it grows from our scalp. Our scalp is on a pH scale. Everything around us is on a pH scale. Our saliva, our blood, tears, your skin, everything. But our skin and your scalp, which is your scalp, is naturally at about a level pH of 5 or 6. okay, 5 or 6. If you look at that whole scale, pH, the neutral, or where there's not neither acidic or alkaline, is right in the center. Where it's balanced, that is 7. All right, which puts the highest level on a pH scale of 14. All right, so let's think about that. We have our skin and scalp is going to be at a level 5 or 6. Then the neutral is going to be at 7, and then 14 is going to be the highest. So you got 1 through 14. So let's talk about that. Anytime you have had some kind of allergic reaction or some type of weird imbalance in your body, illness starts to form, or you have different types of malfunctions, I should say, for lack of better words, on or in your body. Okay, so let's talk about the external part of our body, our skin. It's the first layer, protective layer of our body. Kind of, keeps everything inside. It's the first layer of protection. It's your skin. Your skin is an organ. It's the largest organ that you have. Okay, which means that it responds to things. Sodium hydroxide, which is what relaxer is made out of, is at a level 14 on the pH scale. If you don't believe me, look it up. A level 14, which means that your natural skin and scalp is pushed up way past neutral, all the way over to the highest level on the scale, level 14. During the process, so let's talk about the whole relaxing process. A lot of us go in, we relax our hair, whatever. We push it up, it starts burning, it's feeling all weird. Okay, let's just talk about the fact that you got to put gloves on in the first place to apply this stuff. But you're putting it directly on your skin, your scalp, or on the hair. It still touches your scalp. That's why it's burning. But you're putting gloves on to protect your hands, because you will see it on your hands, but you won't see it on your scalp. So let's go there. Anyway, so up way past there. Now, the good thing is that you are natural. It's a good thing. Good thing you're going natural, but literally you pushed all the way up to 14. We go in with neutralizing shampoo to bring it back. Because remember, neutral is at 7. So let's think about this. If you pushed your hair and your skin and strands all the way up to a 14, you've gotten the results you want from the relaxer, which you straighten your hair. But the issue is not that. The issue is that you've also pushed the pH levels up on your skin. And your skin is now having a reaction, which is why it's imperative that you use the neutralizing shampoo to bring it back down. This is where the problem is, guys. It's not that you actually didn't neutralize your shampoo. You can neutralize it twice. That's beautiful. But it's never going to be back at its original state. It's always going to be slightly off because neutral is 7. Your skin and scalp is naturally at about a level 6 or 5. So you're not back to where you need to be. So we see people that are running into issues later in life, okay? Because, we did things, but you can't tell whether something was right or wrong until 2 years later. So we're dealing with the effects of these relaxers from years ago. Even if you've had a relaxer and it's been 10 years, you could still have pH levels that have been pushed off that now has caused a reoccurring fungal growth in your scalp. A yeast infection in your scalp. So think about this, guys. When you go in and you actually put that relaxer, that hair follicle, that hole, that relaxer gets packed down inside of your scalp, the hair follicle also. So that's being treated under your skin. It's also going into your bloodstream and literally going and traveling throughout your body. That's why so many Black women have been suffering with fibroid tumors. Think about it. What's the largest group that has the fibroid tumors? So I know there's a lot of things that can contribute to fibroid tumors, but we are the largest group, and we are the ones that have been dealing with this for so long. And a lot of people didn't know why. How about the studies weren't being done on us? Okay, so that is something that, it is definitely to be considered, because we have so much that we have to suffer with after those times. So when you have this yeast infection that's occurred on your scalp, what do you do? I guess that would be the next question. What do you do? You have to literally bring that back in balance. Your scalp has to be brought back in balance, which a lot of people use miconazole citrate in their shampoos. That's an antifungal shampoo. Miconazole is the same thing as the yeast infection cream, which is Monostat 7. A lot of people have been using that as a way to kill the fungus on their scalp. So A lot of times, I said all that to say that when people say they're dealing with dandruff and they have to use a shampoo, using the shampoo, especially for a Black woman, is not helping you. It's actually getting the hair to stop for just a second flaking, but it comes back. I assume because that's the reason why you say I can't see myself not doing that. But literally, by going in and killing that fungus, it can help to bring everything back in balance so that you can start on a healthier hair journey. A lot of women have actually said that they've seen hair growth. I've seen it from in other women who've used it. In areas where they've had like this slick spot, they've gone bald through the top, they start to grow hairs back in as long as there's no scar tissue. So yeah, it's a very, very serious situation. It's a very serious situation. So yeah, a lot of times it's not just a dandruff situation, it's actually fungus. So getting back to how co-washing would actually benefit you. So the problem with the shampoos is that the shampoos are designed to strip oil from your hair. Okay, you guys got that? Designed to strip oil. The sulfates that are in shampoos are pretty much, if you could compare it to dishwashing liquid or soap. If you go and you cook this amazing meal and you get ready to clean your pots, you go in, you put the dishwashing liquid because it bubbles, right? And you start to really cleanse your pots, and it's breaking the grease all down. I mean, because literally without it, if you just washed it with water, it's still going to be some film on there, right? Okay, so with that concept in mind, we get into the idea that since you got to use soap to clean this in order to make it squeaky clean, to get it back down where it needs to be, our hair is not going to be squeaky clean. So let's just go here. A pot is different from your hair. Okay. The oil, we just talked about this. The oil from our hair does not slide up your strand because our strands literally defy gravity. So when we go in and the little bit of oil that we do have that comes up, as Black women, that comes up and it is not going to slide down our strand 9 times out of 10. Now, I do meet some Black women who get oily hair after a while, okay? And they tend to have hair that grows really long. But for the majority of us, if you're dealing with drier hair, co-washing is probably going to be your best friend if you give it a chance. Yes. And then people say, well, what if I just shampoo my hair first and then go in and co-wash it? No, you're defeating the purpose. You're defeating the purpose. The whole goal is to hydrate your hair, and keep your hair strands where they're pliable and moisturized so that your hair can continue to grow out. Okay, you got to make sure you do that. If you don't, you're going to end up with dry, crunchy, brittle hair every single time, and you're not going to be able to get out of that rut. It's going to feel like it's constantly, you're constantly battling back and forth. And then you get this person that's saying, oh, natural just ain't for everybody. It ain't for me. No, you have not changed your mindset. You're still thinking about straight hair rules. You're still thinking about your hair as if you are in a straight hair category. We have different rules to follow now. And when you do that, you get a better result, a much better result. Okay. So I hope that answers a lot of you guys' questions. Let's go take some questions that have come through since we've been talking. We've got Ursula Lewis. Hey, Ursula, she says, my natural from New Jersey. Kelly Rogers has a question. She says, how often should you oil your scalp? Well, I know with me, I don't oil my scalp at all. It just really depends on what you're doing. When you actually hydrate your hair the way you're supposed to, that kind of becomes a moot point. Now, I will say that if you're going to oil your scalp, do it with something very light. Very, very light. Please don't coat your scalp and your hair follicles and pores and everything with this heavy, heavy stuff. I would say, depending on what you're trying to do, rosemary is good. Peppermint feels wonderful. Peppermint oil is kind of strong, but if you mix it with a little something and put it on there, it'll give you it makes it feel like you're breathing through your scalp. It feels really good. So yeah, make sure it's a light oil. Sandy Harrison says, love your hair. Thank you so much, Sandy. Thank you so much. Maisha Mines. She says, wow. Yeah, it's pretty deep. You guys got your water? Toss it back. So yeah, it's a pretty interesting situation. How many of you guys actually do co-wash your hair? And if you don't, be honest and tell me if it is because of you not wanting to, you just have an issue in your mind of letting go of the concept of washing your hair with something other than shampoo. Be honest. Put your hands up. Show your hands. Or you can just type in me. Okay, I see you. Okay, so there's a question here. Nini Love says methods for limiting and eliminating ASK knots. Okay, so we got a new term here. So are these fairy knots? Is this the same thing? Let me know if that's what you're talking about. ASK knots. I'm so glad that you guys are being honest. Also, in the comments, I'm going to put a link where you guys could check out products from Healthy Hair Solutions as well, and we're going to talk about these different things. All right, Kelly Rogers says, well, she says, I haven't co-washed my hair in 2 years. Okay, so what are you doing instead? All right, Ursula Lewis says, I do. It's the best, much better than shampooing. It really is. It does wonders for just hydration and also growth. Like when your hair is dry, and if you use a comb, I mean, there's a lot of things that we're getting away from and starting to understand how to work with our hands more so, because your hands are the best tools you could ever use. It's just a much better situation. Your hair literally grows out so much more if you give it a chance. Okay, so let's see what else we have. We have Virginia Williams, My Natural is My Natural from Antigua. Hello and welcome so much. Welcome to you. Let's see. Adele, she says, my weather is different. In the summer, the humidity is low. Prescott Valley. Yeah. So you just want to make sure that you are definitely co-washing. I'm going to share with you guys what I'm going to be to my schedule. Jacqueline says, I got my water. Good girl. Make sure you guys have your water. If you don't have it, drink it. Drink it. All right. My Natural is My Natural from Angie. She's in Maryland. She says, I co-wash. Good job. Good job. There are times when you will use shampoo, and we'll talk about that too. What foods are better for hair growth? Well, there are lots of them. One of them, so vitamin E. You need things that are rich in vitamin E. Okay, you want avocado is wonderful. It's wonderful, and it's also really good for just providing a good base for moisture internally. So you just know that your hair grows from your bloodstream. Man, so many. I tell you what you could do is Google wonderful foods for hair growth. I know almonds, I've heard that, but more than anything, yeah, just look up really good foods for hair growth. I actually did a video on that a while back on my YouTube channel, and that's what I did. I just Googled great superfoods for hair growth. All right, so you guys can shout out some things too. This is an open segment. That's what I love about Texture Talk, is because we get to get information from all over. Jacqueline says, it's going to be different, but since shampoo dries things out, co-washing for me. Yeah, try it. And be sure to use your hands. Felice Clavel Anders says, I love co-washing my hair with Whisper Whip. I love it too. Of course I love it. But you can actually get it on our Healthy Hair Solutions page. And again, I'm going to put the link down in our comments. So be sure to check that out and check out the website. And there's discounts on there and all kinds of things. So it'll be a wonderful thing for you. Wonderful thing. So let's see. Corinda Farley says, can you co-wash with conditioner, or should you have the conditioner that actually says co-wash? How often can you co-wash? I have co-washed. It's been a while. Yeah, it's so funny because literally co-washing is with conditioner. Now, the thing about it is that there are some co-washes on the market that are designed specifically for co-wash. And the reason that it is better is because it's not as thick and heavy. All right. For example, I have this macadamia mask. This is a conditioner, It's a deep conditioning treatment, okay? This is one of my products that you can get on Healthy Hair Solutions. Now, the thing with this one is that I would never co-wash with this. I would never, ever just co-wash my hair with it because it's so thick. It's a thick, 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 thick product, okay? I mean, it's thick. It's like a custard in a sense. I mean, it's really thick. But I will style with it, and I'll show you guys that here in a minute. It smells amazing too. That's the Macadamia Deluxe product. That's actually what I have in my hair now. But I would style. I'm putting some on my skin. I would style with it with my hair to bring my curls out. But I use my Whisper Whip Hydration because it's thinner. It's thinner. There are some other ones I know, As I Am has a co-wash, and it's a nice product to put in your hair. It helps keep things hydrated. People try to do different things, but it really helps to make sure you're doing what's best for you, the best thing for you. And what that is, let me give you some foundations. Number one, like with Whisper Whip, this is so important, guys. Listen up. Listen up. If you're going to use Whisper Whip, do not wet your hair first. Don't wet your hair and then put the co-wash in your hair. We're not going for lather here. We're not going for lather. We're going for moisture. So the first step is actually taking your hair, stretching it out like this, and putting the Whisper Whip on your hair and massaging it down. There are videos on YouTube on my channel that you can find how to use Whisper Whip. And you put it on your dry hair because your hair absorbs the first thing that it touches. So if water is what you put on there, your strands are going to fill up with water. And then whatever you put on after there is going to literally just kind of fill in sort of and sit on top. And then people rinse their hair and wonder, why is my hair dry? Well, you have not lifted, haven't raised the moisture levels in your hair. And also, water evaporates. So if your hair is full of water and then you shampoo on top of that, you strip the oil plus left it water. And then when you go out to elements, water evaporates. So now you've got a brittle, dry strand of hair. Yes, so put it right on your dry hair and let the Whisper Whip whisper to your hair. Yes, ma'am. Virginia Williams says, I would like to purchase some of your products, please. And I have hair like yours. And how can I get them? Absolutely. You can go, like I said, I've actually put this, just look for the Natural Hair Mag comments. And I'm going to post this in here several times. You guys are welcome to share it as well. Those are comments in there. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit how I get these curls in my hair. That comment is right there. Just click on that link and it will actually take you to where you need to go. Yes, it will take you to where you need to go. So with my hair, one of the things with mine, like I had my hair up in a scrunchie because I was working out and things earlier. And once I took that scrunchie out, my hair is standing straight up. It was still soft, but I had this puff up top and it was standing straight up. The way I get my curls to pop back, here's a tip for you guys. So get ready. Here's a tip. Instead of going in and actually taking your hair, because a lot of people want to do this. They want to, this thing they grab and they pull out. This movement, this grab and pull, that makes your hair snap off, and it also makes your hair very, very frizzy. Okay? No style, no curl whatsoever. The trick to natural hair and the trick to actually getting some really, really popping curls is this. Let me show you this technique. It's actually a raking technique. It's like a rake type feel. So you put your fingers, first of all, you want to grab your hair. I'm going to take a section to show you. I love to show you guys what to do. And I've already put product in my hair, so this will just be a bonus. All right. So you see how I've got this section here, right? Now, in your hair, you'll see pieces that's already kind of separated out. If you don't, and you've been combing your hair, throw the combs away. First off, if you've been combing your hair, grab pieces of your hair and be gentle. Our hair, people think our hair is very strong, but it's not. It's very fragile. And you have to be careful with it if you want to see any kind of growth over time. So if you take the strands, you grab the section and you straighten it out with your fingers like this, right? And then you grab another piece, another curl, if you say, lack of better words, and you basically just pull everything gently down and collect it in your fingers. This is a really good technique. And you should do this with everything you do to your hair. If you're going to try to put gel in your hair, if you're going to put um, moisture products in your hair to maintain that curl, you need to follow these instructions. Hold the hair straight down like this. Take a little bit of your product, whatever it is. In my case, it's the macadamia mask. It smells like summer and wonderful flowers. Yes. And I'm just going to literally, it's a cream, okay? It's a cream. It's a mask, a deep conditioning mask. And I literally take it and I rub it down my strands. I use my mask as a leave-in also. It's more like a cream styler. My hair is going to stretch out some, but you're going to notice that it's going to separate some. Notice how with me raking, I'm putting my fingers in, closing it, sliding it down. Me raking here, making sure that the ends are not caught together and tangled, okay? And I literally just let it curl up the way it's gonna curl up. And then I go to the next section and I do the same thing. This is a way for you guys to get styling tips to, you know, work with your hair. I can place hair in layers. I can stack it out and do different things with my hair, and really have some good results with it. I would love to show you guys a lot more tips. That's what I'm going to start doing this summer, helping you guys to understand how to style your hair. This was my go-to when I was in Florida. So shout out to everybody in Florida. This is my go-to. The mask, the macadamia mask. It's, again, super creamy. You see, I don't have anything on my fingers. It's not sticky or anything like that, but it's amazing for growing your hair, helping your hair to just stay nice and hydrated and soft, not crunchy and hard. But the beautiful thing is that, you know, a lot of people like to use Eco Styler gel with olive oil. Great. If you like to do that, you can do that. But if you use it behind the Whisper Whip and the mask, your hair won't be crunchy and hard. It'll stay nice and soft, okay? All right, we've got Renee Canty Cooper. She says, hi, my natural is my natural from Brooklyn. Brooklyn in the house, hey. Okay, so Angela Dixon says, the co-wash I use aids up like shampoo, or does it suds up? I'll tell you guys, sometimes people say that, you know, well, like sulfate-free shampoos, anything that bubbles like uncontrollably, it ain't sulfate-free. That's what the sulfate is for, is literally it's a bubbling agent. That's what it does. So I don't lie to people and tell them, yeah, it's sulfate free. Nah, it's not sulfate free. It's probably lower in sulfate, but yeah, it's not sulfate free. So, but co-washes, sometimes you'll get a little agitation. I know with the Whisper Whip, once I massage it and everything and rinse it, you'll see like the dirt from your hair and a little bit of bubble from the hose, from the hose from the salon, okay? And that's going down the drain. So, but there's no sulfate in it at all, none. So let's see, you guys have some more questions for me. Let's see what we got here. Adele Taylor Rose, she says, I want a short style. Girl, let me tell you, yes, I love my short styles, and I am so tempted to cut my hair again, but look at this, y'all. Look at this. Let me show y'all. First of all, let's look at this baby right here. This young lady. Look how cute she looks with her short hair. I know everybody ain't able, but doggone it, I'm able. I am able, okay? See that? So either way it goes, I don't know. At some point, I'm going to do it. I'm getting that itch again. And then my husband is no better. I'm like, yeah, I want to cut my hair. He's like, do it. See, that doesn't help me at all. You know, when I'm trying to just continue to, I don't know. Should I cut it, y'all? What y'all think? Yes or no? Thumbs up, thumbs down. It's going to grow back. And I can show you guys how I grow it back. We'll walk through the process together. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts. We're going to vote. If Tendai should cut her hair, I'm going to blame this on you guys, okay? Corinda Farley, she says, after co-washing, should you use a cream moisturizer or an oil and section it off the way you just showed? So Corinda, the way I usually layer mine up is I'll co-wash well, with Whisper Whip, I put the Whisper Whip on my dry hair to detangle and to raise the moisture levels. Once I massage my scalp and rinse it, I put it in there again, and I may rinse it again. The third time around, I go in with my oil. And then I put my mask on my hair, which is a cream. If I wanted something a little more hold, I use the Eco Styler gel with olive oil. So I'm laughing because I'm laughing at you guys' messages. We've got thumbs down, don't cut it. We've got no, please don't. Angela Dixon says, you have really nice hair, lady. Yes, cut it. You look nice. Thank you, girl. It's just hair. I know. And people are like, people who say that get on my nerves. I mean, it really is. You just have to learn how to get the best results. See, if you haven't had good results from your hair, it's because you've literally been tossed around like a leaf in the wind. It really is. Like mentally, you're all over the place. And you haven't like settled into what you have. So, you know, this is one of the tips. All right. So if you've cut your hair, you have to trick yourself, right, to grow it out. These are things that I've learned. I've big chopped my hair 5 times, okay, in my life. And well, actually 4, and this will be my 5th time if I do it. So I've kind of already claimed it. Anyway, I'm gonna wait though. But you have to find styles, and you have to literally build a roadmap. So you have to find like the shortest style, and then the next, as you know, envision, okay, my hair, as it starts to grow out, how am I gonna wear it this way? And it's all about the shape of your hair. And then when it gets this long, what I'm gonna do? When it gets this long, what I'm gonna do? The only thing that's making me hold on to my hair right now is, number one, I've never let it get this long without putting heat and then causing heat damage on my hair. So this is the first time I've grown my hair out without heat damage. And another thing I want to tell you guys, you see my hair is kind of shrunken up right now. But literally, you can see I have length. And there's a lot of people that I see that have length all the way down here whose hair is in a shrunken state. So that's the one thing that's making me hold on to this hair right now, is that I want to see if I can do that pull the hair coil down and be this ridiculously long group. So that's the one thing. You know what? I'm not going to cut it, guys. I'm not going to cut it because I want to see that. Now, when it gets long, yeah, it's got to go. Because I ain't got time for that. Playing with hair all day long. I'm just kidding. Pearly Daniel, she said, no, don't cut it. I have a watermelon head, so me chopping off my hair is a no-go, LOL. I hear so many people say that. They say that they have watermelon heads. Let me tell you something. If, what's that girl's name? She used to date Kanye West. And she used to shave all her hair off, light skin. I went old school. Light skinned chick with the short hair, real short, blonde. Amber Rose. If she can cut her hair off, and she got a head Molati like head. She got a head on her. If she can cut her hair off, you can too. You just have to do it the right way. I haven't seen very many women that I could just be like, oh no. You know, we have, yeah, Amber Rose. We have features that stand out, okay? Our noses, cheekbones, lips, things like that stand out. And literally, when you see women that cut their hair off really short, look at this. What they accent is not the hair. The hair is not even there. It's short. Well, hey, shout out to the people in Baltimore. Those women were down there rocking bald heads like it was nothing. I'm telling you, I was so impressed with all of their confidence. It was just so much confidence there, and I was there for all of it. I was loving it. So shout out to people in Baltimore. But yeah, you know, there's another lady. Let me see if I can find her. She is a singer. And that's my family. Look at me trying to sneak them in here on the slide. Get on out of here, people. Not them. There's a lady that I met, and her name is April. But she's a singer, and she cut all her hair off, and I thought it was just beautiful as well. Let me see if I can find her. I think I put them on here again. Well, I can't find it right now because we're in the middle of doing something, but I'll post it to my page. But those women are so confident. And That's what it's all about. My sister had this saying. She would always say, girl, you can rock a chicken on your head if you're confident enough. I swear, I thought for the longest, how do I rock a chicken on my head? But I guess what she was trying to say is that it doesn't matter how you fix your hair. If you are confident with it, then other people are going to say, oh, that's dope. I like that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you just have to be on purpose with it. At least your combination may be different. You have to do it the way it works best for you. So it's Whisper Whip. Let's see. Thank you, Debbie Foster. She says, so it's Whisper Whip. Where'd it go? Oil, then mask, correct? I've been doing the steps incorrectly. I think I have to do extras on this gray matter, though. That's very true. So, Debbie, thank you very much for answering that. That is the absolute truth. I always tell people my natural is my natural. And, you know, as long as you are not doing the steps that are going to take you way, way back, you know, Whisper Whip is not going to take you backwards. All it's going to do is hydrate your hair. And you may have to play around with the way that you approach it a little bit, but overall, there is no mistake. You'll be able to get to where you need to be. And you may say, oh, my curls are popping. And then the day later, you may be like, I got residue in my hair. What happened? Yeah, you may have to go in and actually rinse it out because there's something else in your hair. You have to put a little oil in it and then put your mask. Sometimes it reacts different because the hair shaft, the hair cuticle layer is actually shut down and it's not penetrating. Or in your case with gray hair, it may be where you're needing to really get in there and hydrate and put something a little bit heavier like the mask on right behind it and see how that works with you. So let's see. We've got Tamar Braxton. The name popped up. Yes. Have you guys seen her new haircut? All off, right? So pretty. Amazingly pretty. I was like, wow. So yeah, she looked really pretty with it, with her haircut. And honestly, you know, she was so into wigs. I never would have imagined that she would be one to actually jump and cut her hair off. I didn't think she would. Did you guys think she would? Was that type of woman that would do that? I didn't think she was because she was just so into the wigs and the blonde wigs. But I actually saw a interview with her, and she was saying how her husband loved blonde hair and blue eyes. So that's why she wore the blonde hair and put the blue contacts in. She should have wrapped them up and gave them to him. Or put them on him if you like him that much. But anyway, let's not go there. But yeah, you know, it's really, really interesting. There's so many different ways to approach your natural. You know, women have actually let me cut their hair right at my Healthy Hair Solutions booth. That's been pretty cool, I tell you. It has been pretty cool. So, you know, make no mistake about it. We actually have a great time. We are going to be this weekend in Indianapolis. And super excited about that. If you're in Indy, near Indianapolis, be sure to come and see me. I'm going to post the information as far as where we're going to be on my page, on the Natural Hair Mag page, and you guys definitely check it out. We have a question coming in from Mariah Sharisi. Hi, Mariah. We got to talk. Miss Tendai, can your hair be permanently damaged from relaxers or flat irons? There is a patch of hair that I used to leave out in sew-ins, and as I transitioned, it grew out, but that section of my hair is frizzy. It won't curl up like the rest of my hair. Could this just be my hair pattern in that section? So, Mariah, this is an excellent question. Excellent question. You get a lot of people, a lot of women who have done sew-ins and then leave the leave out section in flat iron and all that. And then, yeah, Debbie says right in the middle of your head. Yeah, so yeah, you get this section that grows out. And if you flat iron your hair, anything that you've done to that area is going to be different. It's going to show up a little bit different. So, the good thing, well, let me ask you this, Mariah. As your hair grows out, do you have like the spongy new growth at the end and then it's straight on the ends? Tell me that. Maryland, I'm coming to see y'all. I'll be in Maryland this year. How about that? Yes. I'm waiting on Mariah's answer. Meanwhile, let's go to the other ones. Uh, Mary, she says, Angela Dixon says, Maryland wants to see you. I'll be there. I will be there. She says yes. Mariah says yes. So what that means, the good news is that your hair is growing because you've got new growth. See, hair grows from your scalp. So it's just rising on up. Okay. Now the ends on the part on the end, that is heat damage, and you have to cut that off. You literally, that's not going to curl back up if it's been heat damaged or relaxed or anything like that. There is no way to go back to natural hair from relaxed hair. Once you put that relaxer on it, it is dead. Dead, okay? You got to cut it. So, hey, the good news is that your hair is healthy, obviously, because it's growing, and you get a good, cute cut on it, and don't do it again. If you get a sew-in, actually put it all out of the way, so that the hair is uniform and growing out together. Okay, don't let anybody talk you into doing a leave out. You know, they have a lot of cute wigs and stuff, but the only thing about the wigs is, guys, I saw a video, and this woman had a wig glued to her her head, and I was quite frankly appalled, and I met these ladies. I was shocked and appalled. Yes, shout out to my friends from Family Feud, shocked and appalled. Don't do that. Don't glue hair down to your forehead. Number one, the problem I've been seeing with these wigs is that the lace fronts are down here. So it looks like you have on a baseball cap without the bib. And then you got hair attached to it. And then you brush all these little hairs around. Nobody's baby hair is that thick. All around here, and then you can see the glue sticking through it. It's just really not cute at all. It's not. I'm shocked and appalled. Very much so. It hurt my feelings. Oh my God. So Angela Dixon says, my hair really grows in protective styles. Yep. And that's because your hair is out of the way. It's not being manipulated. And if you keep it hydrated the right way, it's really going to grow. Lisa German says, my natural is my natural. Jamaica is in the house. I'm so ready to see Jamaica. Y'all don't even know. I don't even have a trip planned, but I'm ready to go. Mariah says the entire strand is wavy. The thing is that if it's slightly wavy, and if the whole thing is wavy, then that could just be the way your hair grows. I would have to see it. Send me a picture of that. That's going to be really interesting, because I have seen, well, I have a friend, she's actually from Jamaica. She has C category hair, but her hair is like 3C around here. And in the top, it is a looser wave pattern, and it's not from flat iron. It's literally because her hair grows in like that, and she has to twist it and do these little roller things. No heat. We cut all her hair off and gave her a shortcut and let her hair grow back out. It's beautiful, but yeah, it's just a different texture on her head. So there are some exceptions to the rule. Everything across the board is not always going to be the same. All right. My natural is my natural. India, I'll be there on Sunday. What time is your demonstration? Yes. 12 o'clock is what they're saying. So, you know, well, I'll make sure that we post that and let you guys know for sure. But 12 o'clock, come in the building, come up and see me, snap some pictures, or take some selfies. Hey, yes. I love meeting you guys. It's amazing. So Jamaica's in the house. Jamaica's in the house. So yeah, we've had so many good things to talk about. So Angela Wakefield, got back to your question. I saw this earlier. She says, is it okay to just trim your hair yourself? When I twist my hair, my ends become thin, and I just trim the thin part. Perfectly fine. Especially in a natural state. See, I think what we do is we tend to not follow our instinct when it comes to our hair. We think, well, I am not a professional, so I must not be right. So I cannot take these scissors and just snip. That something's going to happen if I do that. But in actuality, you know, your hair is shedding because it's time to trim. So as far as fairy knots, and someone asked about this earlier. They said ASK knots or AKS knots. I'm going to assume that you were talking about fairy knots, because now the question has gone so far down in my feed that I can't see it anymore. But anyway, so I really appreciate all of you guys' comments and questions and all that good stuff and sharing with us. But as it pertains to the fairy knots are really a collection of shed hair in split ends. Okay, it's a collection of your shed hair in split ends. Why does this happen? Well, a couple things. If you think about one strand of hair, okay, my hair is very, very fine. So when you have one strand of hair and it's curly, as you can see, it kind of curl. I don't know if you can see it or not, but you see how it curls up? So just imagine a comb going through it and then that curl wrapping around the tooth of the comb. You pull on through and that snaps off. That strand is going to go from being a blunt strand to now frayed. When it's frayed, the ends still curl because that's what it does. But now they're curling on the end on each other. Your hair sheds naturally about 100 to 150 strands a day. Naturally, that's what happens. There's no way around that. But when you have your hair just in that natural state, when you go in to start to release that, or you try to do anything to pull that hair out, and depending on how dry your hair is, you're really going to get that shed coming out, and it's going to get caught in those split ends. So those split ends are now kind of intertwining, and they're causing that hair to lock up with the shed hair. So that's what a fairy knot is. The only way to stop that is to go and release them for the most part and then just snip that area out. That's the only way to release it. And the only way to avoid it is that you have to trim your hair. And guess what? The less you comb your hair, the less you're going to have split ends. There's a lot of concepts. That's another one of those concepts, not combing your hair, is people are really not really grasping. They're thinking, well, I got to comb my hair because my hair ain't going to be combed. Well, listen to yourself, okay? You can't comb your hair when your hair is tight like that. You can't comb it. It's not possible. That's not what you're supposed to do. You can snatch yourself bald. You can do that, break it off, and you see all this hair in the comb, and you just pulling it out and throwing it away. That you're actually counteracting your productivity. You're actually going against what it is that you've been doing. So yeah, you're causing problems to yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, self, I did something wrong. Yeah, look at yourself. You did it. Say, Kim Mosby Summers. She says, hi, Tendai. My natural is my natural. What does shimmering light really do? My gray is really nice. Is a really nice gray. So shimmering lights actually cancels a color out. When you think about gray that's kind of dull, sometimes it's yellow. If a person's around smoking or some kind of just external environment from the just dust and dirt and stuff, shimmering lights is a purple color. So you put that in and it literally kind of is supposed to cancel out the yellow in your hair. That's all it does. But there is a friend of mine, LaBelle Femme. LaBelle Femme is the name of her product line, Labelle. And then Femme. She is actually another person that you guys could find here on Natural Hair Mag. She is amazing. She has amazing products for gray hair specifically, and her hair looks beautiful. So if you go on the page, you see this woman with this big, beautiful gray, healthy hair. That's her. Check her out, okay? She is really, really good. Angel Cornelius, hey girl. Her products are amazing. LaBelle Femme. I'm actually going to type that in here so you guys can see. It's LABELLEFEMME. And you can go to labellefemme.com and check out her products for silver gray hair. Neatly combed in place. There were 4 generations of love on her face. She was so wise, no surprise, crossed her eyes, past her eyes. She seen it all. Love that song. So that's it. Check her out, okay? Let's see. Who else do we have on here? Can molasses be used as deep treatment? You mean like syrup? I'm not getting ready. I gotta look that one up because there could be, there could be something good about it. But let me look that up. Molasses. Let me look that up. That's a new one. Where did you hear that from? That's a new one. I love coming on here because you guys bring me some stuff sometimes, and I promise you. Yes. She says, you should have seen your face. Was it crazy looking? I know my face tells on me. That's how I'm going to be on Family Feud, too, looking just like that. Like, what did you just ask me, Steve? So Elisa Monday Shoemate says, yes, I shampoo with her products once a month. Love it for my gray curls. Amazing products. So check that out, the Labelle Foam products. When I twisted my hair, when I twist my hair, I clip the ends where it's needed, where I need it. That's perfect. That is perfect. I did the same thing, but I actually stretched mine out and blow dried it out this time because I wanted to really kind of shape it. What was I doing? Oh, I was getting ready to braid it up. Yeah, remember I had locks last week. So I get to my I get to Baltimore and I'm rocking my locks. I had it back in a ponytail. Y'all saw the pictures. I was cute, right? Yeah, I had that. Guys, I literally I took my locks out at the booth. Yeah, I did. Because a couple reasons. A couple reasons. I am so passionate about what I do. And I figure I just feel like, I could show you better than I could tell you. And instead of me saying, yeah, this works, no, try it. No, I'm going to wrap this lock right now and show you how this stuff works. Put it on, move it through. Oh my God. See, what I'm saying? I'm not that disconnected from my hair, like where I don't, I can literally show up with it in a bun and work it right in front of you guys. I love doing that because it helps people to understand, what to, what to do with your hair. Oh, Lise German. She says you can drink it. Oh, you drink the molasses. So internally is where, because I was thinking about sticky molasses on your head. Sticky. That's sticky. And it's summertime and bees are out too. Oh my God. Somebody about to be in trouble. Okay. Diane T. White says, help. What do you put on damaged scalp? How did it get damaged? Let's talk about that. Damaged scalp in what way? Is it burned? Is it scarred over? Talk to me about what do you mean? What do you mean by damaged scalp? Let a sister know. It's 8:01, guys, which means that we have come to the end of our show. But Diane T. White, let me know. I'm interested in knowing what this damaged scalp is about. Remember, guys, to check out where we're going to be, where we're going to be texture talking at in your area. I would love to come and texture talk to you guys. And yeah, we're also doing workshops with professionals. Excited about that. We're so excited about that. We're able to do these workshops with you guys. Okay. Oh, Angie Terry says, I was in the hospital. I missed you while you were in Baltimore. Oh, man. Well, I'll be back, I'm sure. We had a wonderful time there. Debbie Foster says, no, don't go. Well, tell me what's up with your scalp. I'm trying to wait around a little bit. And then I'm going to have to jump on off. Jump to it. Be sure, guys, to download the Voice app for your chance to win some product. Oh, let me see. Pearly Daniel says, oh, I want to know about vitamins. Okay, let me go back and look and see what you said. I'll give you guys a few more minutes just because I love y'all so much. She says, I wanted to know about vitamins. Where did you say something about vitamins? I'm looking. See, sometimes I miss these questions. They go so fast. What was your question about vitamins? Angela Dixon says, my natural is my natural. Good night. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Oh, well. Let's see. Diane, how did you damage your scalp? We all want to know. We're waiting. Diane, where are you? Will somebody go get Diane? Oh, well. Good night. Maybe a 2-hour show. Maybe. You never know. One of these. Okay. Lise German says, I live in Jamaica. My hair is really dry. I use the lock, but it still feels dry. What's a good vitamin to take? Oh, wow. Okay, so Pearly, what's a good vitamin to take? Of course, biotin, vitamin E, vitamin A, those are going to be really, really good foundations for your hair. So just in case you didn't know, biotin is something that we don't produce naturally, but we get it from certain foods, but it's also created when it's actually elevated. Biotin is when we're pregnant. That's why our hair grows. And then Your estrogen levels drop after you have the baby, and that's why all the hair falls back out. So biotin is a great supplement to take to grow your hair. Also, curls. Mahisha Dellinger, their company Curls, Curls, with a little squiggly line down the middle. They have this vitamin drink. It's a blueberry. I was gonna say blueberry bliss, a blueberry drink that you can take, and it's an internal supplement. And I know a lady that took that, has been taking that. Her hair was really, really dry and just kind of broken off, but her hair's growing. Thank you, Jackie. She's like, Diane. Yes. Sean Daniels David says, I got my Whisper Whip, and last week I tried it over the weekend, and I am in love. Absolutely wonderful, wonderful. I use a rinse, and it. I use a rinse, and it. Let's see, and it too. It took my hair out. Oh, if your hair is too dry, it will do that. Where is Diane? Diane. Diane, I'm trying to find you, girl. What did she say? Help me out, Debbie Foster. What did she say? Oh, I use a rinse. Oh, that's it. I use a rinse and it took her hair out. So that's how you damage your scalp with a rinse? Diane, this is too much tonight. Let me see. Okay. This is too much tonight. You said you damaged your hair with a rinse? A rinse. Because when I think of a rinse, we're going to have to talk. You know what? Next week, save that question, Diane. I want you to meet me back here. Same place, same time, 7 p.m. 7 p.m. And we're going to talk. Meanwhile, I got to go because my son and my husband are downstairs growling in the kitchen. Growling in the kitchen. I cooked, but they're still growling like two rabbit dogs down there eating. That's so wrong. Anyway, I love them. They're wonderful. Love you guys. Take care. I will be in Indianapolis this weekend. Look forward to seeing and meeting each and every one of you guys. Remember, your natural is your natural. Don't ever give up on you. Your DNA produces what it produces. Okay. So see you guys here next week. 7 p.m. Central Time, right here on the Natural Hair Mag Facebook page. Be sure to check out the Healthy Hair Solutions page. I'm going to go ahead and post the link one more time. And yes, enjoy your evening, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy your evening. All right. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night.